Hey guys, Collins here. Today we are back with a brand new video where today we talk about the whole TFue and FaZe Clan drama that's been going on the internet for the past couple of days. Without further ado, let's get started. So if you guys don't know what's going on, basically TFue and his lawyer basically decided to go ahead and sue FaZe Clan. And, you know, they're trying to sue for pretty dumb reasons, actually. Allegedly, some of the reasons included the fact that they're taking away all his portions of money and earnings and all this kind of crap, and all sorts of other BS stuff. Now, my opinion on this is very simple. TFue didn't have to sign the contract. He was never forced to sign the contract. Was he pressured? Perhaps. I'm not too sure. I wasn't there. However, what I do know is the fact that TFue signed the contract. And he has human rights. And as long as he signed it when he was above the age of 18, it is a legal document in most or all states. Because if you're underage and you sign a contract, then it is not legally binding in some states, or all, I'm not too sure, but from what I've heard, it's not fully legally binding because you're just a kid. And even if you're 18 and you're stupid, you're still legally an adult. And if you are upset because the contract isn't what you thought it would be, well, then you just shouldn't have signed it. Now, should you have, Buttercup? And the thing that's really stupid about this entire situation is the fact that TFue, I don't know if you know this, but if it wasn't for FaZe Clan, you'd be just some loser playing Fortnite. Not gonna lie. You signed the fucking contract, you're the idiot that now has to face the consequences behind it. But hey, me just saying that isn't gonna make a long enough video, so let's just read what some of the contracts said, or at least what the splitting of the earning was. According to this alleged leak right here, here are the splits. Brand deals brought in by FaZe Clan, 20 TFue, 80 FaZe Clan. Now okay, cool, but if you look at all the other splittings, it's 50-50 for the most part. Appearance fees, brand deals brought in by Gamer, in-game sticker merchandise, like this is all fair. And when you go down to the prize, i.e. tournaments, which I would assume personally would be like one of the more lucrative, lucrative aspects of the esports community. The prizes state that it would be an 80-20 split, but 80% goes to TFue, while only 20% goes to FaZe Clan. So my whole thought on the situation is, what? Just actually what? Why? Also, what and why? Like, how is this unfair? You're getting all this kind of money. Like, you're a multi-millionaire, dude. Why the fuck are you suing FaZe Clan? Like, you very clearly got your earnings. You got millions of dollars off of this. Cool. You're doing fine. It's not like you're broke and FaZe Clan's stripping you of all your money. If that contract were to be held up to be true, and the leaks would be... Now, if the leaks are trusted to be true, then you are getting a pretty decent amount of the earnings. I mean, not gonna lie. You're getting an 80-20 split on the tournament earnings. Like, that's not that bad. And sure, the FaZe Clan may be getting an 80-20 split when it comes to brand deals, but that's just one aspect out of the 5 or 6 aspects that we're here talking about. So you getting all your fucking panties tied up in a knot is pretty goddamn ridiculous. But with all that being said, let's take a look at what FaZe Banks had to say. And out of all the FaZe Clan members, FaZe Banks is one of the only FaZe Clan members I actually have a little bit of respect for, because honestly, everyone else, I don't even know, I don't care. FaZe Banks, I have a little bit of respect for the guy. I think he's a pretty cool dude. I haven't met him personally, but I think honestly he's a pretty honest and down to earth type of guy, if I do say so myself.
Alright, so yeah, let's get into the facts. So the fact of the matter is, we have earned a grand total of, get ready for a drum roll please, T-Wah, $60,000 from TFue. That's how much money we have earned off of his whole entire career.
So yeah, again, coming from FaZe Banks, a man I personally trust and respect, 60 grand. I'm glad you lost 60 grand. I mean, it may seem like a lot of money to me, to you, to the average viewer, but to a guy who makes to the guy that makes literally millions of dollars, I think 60 grand it's more than fair enough to give to the people who kind of helped you grow. They kind of jump started your career, but hey, 60 grand, that's pretty generous. That's a decent amount. But considering you've made millions, they haven't really taken a big percentage of your money. In fact, let's just do a basic calculation on my calculator. Let's just assume you've made $1 million total, and oh my gosh, 16%. Congratulations, they took 16% of your total earnings if you've earned just $1 million. Now again, this could all be fake. I honestly don't know the full facts around it, although I do trust FaZe Banks. I think he's telling the truth more than TFue is, so I do give Banks a little bit more respect and trust than I would anyone else in this argument, because he just seems like the most trustworthy person. I mean, he is one of the owners of FaZe Clan, so gotta give him a lot of trust and respect.
This kid is banking, making more money than you guys know. I'm not gonna put that out there. That's his own personal stuff. But I can tell you that $60,000 of his total amount of money that he's made is probably closer to like 0.1%.
So yeah, my calculations said 16%. So if FaZe Banks is right and it is closer to being 0.1%, then congratulations. That's even worse than the situation example I just made up. Okay, so congratulations, TFue. You lost 0.1% of your revenue stream. Congratulations, dude.
And to put pressure on us to let Turner leave his contract that he knowingly signed.
And this is kind of the part where I kind of agree with FaZe Banks yet again, because you kind of signed the contract. Now what Banks is saying, kind of contradicts what we just saw earlier in the contract.
Goes to FaZe Clan. We have collected 0% of his prize winnings. We have collected 0 on YouTube. We have collected 0 on Twitch.
However, I'm not too sure how it works. I'm not gonna point the finger at anybody, because honestly, the contract itself was a leak. Okay, there's no 100% guarantee that it's real, and honestly, at the end of the day, it is what it is. However, my biggest point I'm trying to make here is, and this is the biggest point I'm gonna make about this whole situation, is the fact that TFue signed the contract. He signed it. Like, I don't care if he was pressured into signing it or whatever. He signed it with his own name, his signature at the bottom. He signed it knowingly and willingly. So if he's getting mad at all this bullcrap that's coming out, then it's his own fault, because he signed a contract. Legally, if you sign a contract, that's it. I don't know what the fucking problem is here. Honestly, there shouldn't even be a fucking case, because as bullshit as a contract may be, it's a contract that he fucking signed. Like, how is that? How do you misinterpret that? How is anyone supporting TFue on this? This is so stupid.
Turner was forced or encouraged to do stunts, and as a result he was injured. And the first thing you did when you came to LA, the very first thing you did was you brought us all up to the reservoir and you jumped off of the Hollywood Reservoir. And if anyone was pressuring anybody into doing that, it was you pressuring Tommy, his brother, Gwit, into doing it.
And yeah, that's pretty much all the facts. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it. I just watched like 2 minutes of content, and I don't know how I'm gonna splice it up. I don't want to show a lot just because I don't want to get copyright striked or anything. But I will just leave this one thing to say. The biggest part of this whole bullshit stunt is the fact that TFue is just trying to get people to hate FaZe Clan. For what reason, I honestly don't know. I don't know who's shitting his fucking cereal. But at the end of the day, the whole thing is kind of bullshit. Now, if the actual contract was leaked and that was the actual contract we looked at, then yeah, FaZe Banks has a little bit of explaining, because the contract kind of contradicts what he said, and there were a few things in the contract that were kind of iffy. However, at the end of the day, my biggest argument is TFue willingly and knowingly signed the contract. That makes him irresponsible. If he's really this upset about what has come from the contract, then that makes him irresponsible. And honestly, it's your fault, TFue. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Comment down below what your favorite part of the video was. Tell me what your position on the situation is. Do you side with FaZe Banks? Do you side with TFue? And overall, Subscribe if you're new, click on notifications if you haven't already, because YouTube likes to fuck me in the ass with, you know, your good boy old Collins didn't upload a video, even though he did, so you better click the bell notification so you always know when I upload a video and my views don't go shite again. Anyways, please enjoy, goodbye, and farewell.